Hey there, guys. Happy Monday. Hope everybody's doing well. Had a good weekend. I did. It was nice and relaxing, which is good. So, today I've discovered a product that I don't know, I might be late to the party on. I haven't seen many people use it, but I think it's been around for a minute, and it is Tim Holtz's texture paste. So I'm going to show you something that I discovered with it. I have also a Tim Holtz stencil here. This is the part that I'm going to use because there's two different ones on here. So I'm going to use this part because it looks really cool. I have white clay rolled out onto a 2, and I'm just going to place my stencil right on there. I've got a dirty palette knife, and you just take the texture paste and you just put it on. Put it right onto your clay. Just cover your whole little piece here. You actually don't need too much, which is nice because the jar will probably last a pretty good long time. So just cover it. Make sure that all your little holes are covered on your stencil. Or filled, I should say. You could probably do this with your finger if you don't have a palette knife. I don't see why you couldn't. Just kind of scrape the excess off there. And right away, you can just go ahead and lift this off. And you have this really cool texture on your clay. Now, it only takes about 15 or 20 minutes for that to dry. I'm going to show you what it looks like real quick. And then just throw this in some water and then wipe it off and you're fine. But it's not like a silk screen where you have to like run and go throw it in there. You can wait until you're done. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. If you can see the texture on there. Super cool. So it takes about 15 minutes for it to dry or so. I'm going to push this over here as I was already prepared and did one already. So this is one that's been dried. I actually did this one last night, and actually you can see it better when it's kind of tipped down like that. So now I've got my, I guess I'm a Tim Holtz advertisement today. I've got some Distress Oxides and some spray stains, and I am just going to go to town with these. And my goal with these, oh, I almost like it just like that. For this particular one, I did not want it to get into the cracks like that. I wanted it to stay white. You can dab a little bit without ruining too much, and you can always go back and spray. The one good thing about Tim Holtz's sprays is you can layer them really well. So I actually kind of like how this one turned out already. So I'm not going to mess with it anymore. But there are two things that you can do, two different ways that you can approach what you're going to do here. One is how I just did it, which is just to kind of spray across and have it just sit on the top part, the part that's elevated on the texture, and have the white show underneath. And then another way to do it is, which I'm going to show you in a minute after these dry, is we're going to spray it so that the color gets onto the lines, and then we're going to wipe off the top. So the top will be white, but down in the crevice part will be, we'll have the color. I think I said that right. Okay, so I'm just dabbing away kind of like the excess stuff, and it kind of reveals another color, as you can see. I like how this turned out, so I'm gonna leave it like this because it kind of oh gosh, I can't think this morning. I just like how it looks. I think it looks cool. So I'm gonna let this dry, and I'm gonna let that dry, and then I will be right back and I'll show you some more. Okay, so this one feels dry now. This one is sitting over here. I'm going to show you how I'm going to cut it up and everything. Let me move this so it doesn't get sprayed. So now I'm going to do the stain so that it goes into the recessed area. So you're just going to want to focus a little bit more. By the way, this is Salty Ocean spray stain, and it came in a pack with the wild honey. And I do have these. I have the texture paste. I have the texture paste, which comes in a 3-pack on my Amazon store. And it's got this one is the opaque. It's got a clear, or like a clear glossy one, and then a crackle one. So they all do the textury thing, but just different types of texture. And then I also have the several different stencils on there as well. So, and that'll be in the description. You can see how to get to my store. So this time we're gonna get it into those crevices. Into the crevices. And then I have, this is Distress Oxide Broken China. I don't know if that one's gonna work so well. Doesn't look like it. So I'm gonna take a brush and ensure that it gets in there. Just to show you guys. And then I'm going to take a paper towel and it's going to suck everything up. Oh well. When I did it the first time, it worked. For some reason, it doesn't want to work today, but this still looks good. So you can play with it though. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working today, but you know, live TV and all. So I'm going to show you how I wanted to cut these up, and then I'll show you how they look coming out of the oven after being baked, and then also after being resined. So I am going to make a bar necklace out of this because I think it'll look cool. So everything else is just like regular clay. It does go through and it works pretty easily, just not today. Golly. Okay, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time. Maybe it was just the cutter. Let's see. My cutters are a mess, so let's see what happens if I actually clean them off. Okay, this one's a little better. There we go. So there's that. One earring. And go the opposite direction. How about that? Oof. And two earring. That's me just blowing it out of the cutter there. Okay. There we go. Well, I got something stuck in there. There we go. Okay. So there's earring number 2. So, I don't have much space for anything else. I'm going to see if I can try and salvage this. And then you can always do the tear apart thing like I like to do. Just tear it up. We'll put it on a different piece and we'll see how that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and bake these 275 for 35 minutes, and then I will be back to show you how they look. Hey guys, one thing I forgot to show you, this is on the second one that I had done, is you can throw some mica powder on here too and just kind of highlight some areas. So I'm just going to put a little bit. I mean, technically, if you wanted to, you could, instead of using paint, you could just do mica powder on the raised areas. But I'm just going to go across here a little bit. It's still a little wet, so I think I jumped the gun on that. This is kind of a disaster video, but, you know, if you know me, it's okay. You guys get the gist of it. Since it's wet, it's a little bit easier maybe to just pat it. So I don't even know if you're going to be able to see that. But anyway, I put a little bit of copper and it looks cool on there. So you can do that also. Any kind of treatments on top of there that you want. Give it a try. I will be back. Okay, I am back and these are all baked and you can see that they didn't diminish in color or anything like that. They still stayed really nice and vibrant. So I am going to resin these to show you that as well. But first I was thinking, since I didn't do any kind of treatment on the outside, I was going to see if these, I have these cool pens. They're like a metallic paint marker. I was going to see if I could, doesn't look like it, hold on. Maybe. But do I like it? I don't know. I'll go ahead and finish it just because I started. Oh, I figured out why it was so hard and kind of crumbly. I made that extra sheet, that extra veneer last night, so it probably just got really, really dried out because it is a plastery, I would say, kind of substance, or I don't know. It's plastery, I guess. It doesn't feel weird or anything like that, but I think that maybe it just got a little too dry. So I think that's why it got kind of crumbly. That actually doesn't look too bad. I'm kind of digging it. Okay, I just wanted to see how that would look. So I'm going to go ahead and resin these. I'm not going to do it on camera because I think you guys are probably tired of seeing me resin things on camera. So I'll go ahead and do that, and then I'll be back to show you how they look. Okay, I am back. And one thing I wanted to say was, you do not have to resin these. The texture is super cool. So you can leave them. I decided to leave this one instead of resining it. I made a little bar necklace, and I'm going to make a bar necklace out of this. And I did the copper pen on the side of this one too, and I kind of like how that looks. And then I did the like teal color on the sides of these. And these are the earrings. This is how they look when they're resined. And there you go. So you can find all the supplies on my Amazon store, which will be in the description. Join the Happy Place Studio Facebook group. We have a good time there, and you guys can promote your businesses and everything. I don't mind about any of that. And if you like my videos, please subscribe, please like, and if you feel so inclined, please give me that thanks button. Hope you guys have a great day. On Wednesday will be my next one. You'll see me then. Have a great day. Bye.